Kurt just told us they're actors who are idols. Like, nah. Nah, that makes sense. Have you watched any of their K-dramas though?
Not like a ton specifically, but it's something I'm like really interested to. I got a lot on my list for it too.
Okay. Just looking at a couple of the.
I know that they were in Kingdom and everything too.
They are. They are. That's why the name is ringing a bell and shit like that.
That was the first thing that stood out to me as far as like the name.
Puzzle. You know, this is our first time ever doing.
For real?
Yeah, remember we never did SF9 on here.
Okay. Sounds very fun.
You know what it was? It was the comments that were like, putting us on to some of the things as far as like Kingdom and stuff like that. But
Kingdom, y'all, is a show like where essentially it's like, I think, what is it, 4 or 5 groups battling each other and shit? 6. 3
younger groups and 3 older groups.
Yeah, and the groups, a lot of the groups, they're God tier. You got like Stray Kids, The Boys, ATs, them, and I feel like I'm missing 2. Is it Gravity?
Icon, and
is it another 3rd gen we probably missing or something?
No. Hold on, I'm gonna get it. B2B.
Oh, okay.
B2B.
Cool. I heard this shit was a bop. That's all I know about it.
Hear it is
it was a comeback, I think 2 or 3 months ago at this point as well. So yes. What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to Redemption 46 Studios. I'm Nick.
I'm Curtis.
I'm Zach.
I'm Pete. I'm Julio.
I know the vibes. Y'all seen a picture. Y'all seen a thumbnail. Y'all know why y'all here.
Why are they here?
SF9 Puzzle. I probably done left most of the beginning part of us talking in, so you already know. Yeah. I heard a lot about this group, a lot of good things, and to be honest, if they were up on Kingdom battling the other groups that we're accustomed to, they got to be special. And I haven't even seen anything from them yet. But yeah, speaking of special, you're special. Hit that subscribe button and become a real redeemer today. Also, for more content like this, jump on the Patreon. We're getting into the live performance of this. Before y'all even ask about Kingdom, once we get our schedules clear and some other things move out the way, we will be doing Kingdom. So just please be a little bit more patient. Plus, this will give us an opportunity to look at some of the other groups from the show as well before we get into it. That way, we're well versed and we know everything that's going on.
Yes.
But no long talk. Let's jump into this.
Find out this puzzle.
God's here. It didn't start yet.
You about it. We'll talk about it.
That beat already going a little. Whisper rap line.
I'm gonna find the truth.
Like the detective aspect
Who's that, y'all? So that falsetto, you know, like, I get it. Layering. Background.
That was cool. The Terminator eyes.
Gotta go, boys. Somebody hit this high note. Let's know who's hitting that note. That shit like. Ad-lib. Choreo. He said these light-skinned girls got me puzzling. They're puzzling.
It's funny. Every time I see
somebody was fucking fighting at the end. He's
I know it was gonna. As soon as I seen that white tower,
I ain't gonna lie.
As soon as I seen that white tower,
short and sweet. I ain't gonna lie. At first, I didn't really like it, but then, like, once that chorus came on and it picked up, then I was like, oh, all right, this is that song. It was just something about the beginning for me. But once they start getting into like that puzzling, then they just kept going. Then the dance. Yeah, I like this. Definitely do like this. It's really catchy. The chorus is super catchy. Really? Video is super fire. Very cinematic. There's definitely a story behind it. Definitely have to sit down. Like, if you guys watch the other videos, you know what Nas said. But like, you can turn this video on, put this video on mute, and just watch the video, and it's a story behind it as well.
Facts.
Visual storytelling.
Yeah, super dope. Definitely like this a lot.
Yeah, I don't know how to word this.
Definitely.
They look like young grown men.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that I got a
They
real
look
mature,
a little bit more
masculine,
mature.
masculine, classy, and
Yeah.
that's what I like about this, opposed to.
One thing I know too is they're all relatively taller too. So
that
that might
okay.
play something.
So listen, my next statement was going to be they were a lot bigger in stature as well. It's almost like, not to compare how we talk about TXT almost all being like 6 feet and everything. You kind of can feel it in the choreo and dance. Over here, it feels like, they're still young men, but they have a little bit more like girth. A couple of them feel like they had a little bit more, just like
more powerful dancing moves. You got a masculine, real sense of masculinity.
Girth is a crazy word.
Yeah, I know. Pause, but
There's nothing wrong with girth.
but nah, I feel like you could feel it. You felt it in the like choreo, and you actually felt it in their presence as well. I think they also did a good job where sometimes when we're introduced to new groups, with certain songs, when they're stuck in certain melodies and everything, sometimes it's hard to differentiate different voices. But I felt like they actually did a very good job of people standing out. Because we've watched videos where like no one stood out,
Right, yeah.
and sometimes maybe for good purposes, where like everybody like was just hitting, and then sometimes it was flat. But this is more so like everybody had standout moments, in my opinion, and a lot of people stood out. Whoever bro was that hit the falsetto definitely like stood out.
Yes.
But I like this a lot, man. This is a good first showing.
This was
Even the rapping
layering
part
too. The rap part was
I think he definitely killed it. I also want to piggyback on what Zach said as far as like the beginning. He didn't like it, and it's not that I didn't like it because I was very involved into the storytelling. Had this whole spy thing going on, but as far as the overall arc to the video and its apex is when it really started picking up, and you're like, oh shit, now the plot, the plot has thinking already, and we're at this, we're at the middle of this stuff. So I really felt that, all the dancing was strong, and they really turned up. Like right here, this guy right here, like this is right here where I felt like, oh shit, they ain't playing now. Yeah, they really showing what they have, and I really got a mature, very strong masculine type of vibe to these guys. So and classy as well. So I enjoyed it a lot.
This shit's different. Bop. These niggas is 6'3", 6'1", 6
feet.
There
you go.
6 feet.
It's a man's video, man.
Yeah. Look, shit, someone's 5'10".
It's definitely this definitely was an instant bop for me. I could tell.
I know the ladies loving this. They're like, they're like, oh my god.
I could tell from everybody else that didn't like it in the beginning. I love the beginning. Just from the beat,
sure.
I knew this was gonna be popping. I know we say that, but I knew it was gonna be popping.
You know how you were just saying, like, if there's a group that you would want to be in, or feel like this would be a group that I feel like I would definitely mesh in or would want to be part of, and
This gave me Hitman vibes, man. Hitman Detective 007 vibes, man. I love it.
I see a comment. That seems like almost like a common theme we've been seeing, right? Hope?
Huh?
It almost seems like a common theme with the whole hitman
course.
and
Yep. It's always the
spy type thing.
The dance was on point, but I really like how they transitioned from when they were black to white fits, and with the dancing too. It really was synchronized. They made a fan of me. I like it.
It's a good concept too. They must be dating a light skinned girl if they got them puzzling and trying to put the picture and the pieces together to find out what's going on. She's probably cheating. Say nah.
Hey, maybe that's what it probably
Check her
is.
Snapchat.
Let that hurt go.
Check her Snapchat, bro. Check her
Like,
Snap.
comment, subscribe. No, but I like all that as far as like contextually, like kind of using that as kind of like the springboard for everything that's going on, and then double down and with that on the MV as far as like, you know, trying to solve the mystery and everything like that. And I feel like the course definitely is set up for the tempo to kind of pop a little bit more, Zach, so I can kind of see them kind of slowly approaching it, and then the song kind of ramping up as it gets to the chorus. But it works because as soon as you get into like the hook, the puzzling, it gets you, ironically, gets right hooked into you, and then you're kind of on that level for the whole rest of the song.
As soon as you heard that, it's too late. You're already deep in.
No, once it starts, like it really never kind of lets up in that regard. As far as like that downhill kind of momentum, as far as like, you know, like a roller coaster, like when it's building, and then you kind of get that kind of drop and everything. It keeps you along for the ride the entire time. The basic things that I had known is just basically that they were like, you know, actors, and they were like kind of well respected for their acting and everything. So I did know that they were like a bit taller and everything. Obviously, very strikingly handsome. I hadn't heard anything like really about like the music or anything like that until, you know, this. But it was to say that musically, you know, they really have it.
Yes,
you know,
they
like it's not one of those things that's like, you know, that they're just like, you know, either handsome or good looking or anything like that. Like they musically, like and I like the meshing between each of the members, as you would say, just some of the more standout moments and everything. As far as how they each kind of feel a little bit more distinct, and granted, like, you know, still getting to like obviously know them and everything, but for this to be like a display of, you know, what they offer musically, like this is incredibly engaging, and I really just feel like it says so much about, you know, the depth of K-pop in general. Like how long have we been kind of reacting to music and everything, and just constantly discovering new groups and everything. And granted, I don't know exactly like when they debuted or anything like that. I assume they're at least a little bit older, maybe not like older, but just to say that this isn't like a fresh like kind of debut or something, like, at least to my understanding. But just while he's you know, looking that up so kindly, thank you.
Oh shit, they Gen 3.
Okay, really?
They October 5th, 2016.
Okay, damn.
Right.
But it was definitely wanted to say that one thing as far as like kind of having vague information about like just the fact that they're actors, or at least highly regarded in that regard, is to say that I really wanted to see how the acting was going to be in the MV, knowing that, you know, they take the acting very seriously. So I think they did the whole detective kind of spy concept incredibly well. It wasn't like any like kind of shootouts or anything, but you did feel bits of the suspense as far as like sitting at the table, everyone kind of being silhouetted and feeling like something's against you. The spotlight feeling like it's like a target on you, like a sniper shot or something. Like I thought all that conveyed very well. I definitely would be curious as far as the directing behind this, if they're like anyone who's kind of worked with them like on films or anything like that, or just how they perhaps want to bring the cinematic elements to life. But even kind of the opening shot, like almost felt a little bit like reverse kind of aspect of Fight Club, sort of, as far as like, you know, that panning through the city. You get the sense that there's like this whole world out there, and they're kind of trying to figure everything out. So I think that shot really served the aspects of the whole puzzle and kind of, you know, making things seem like it's against them and everything. And then the last thing I was going to say in relation to that was how they kind of chop up the editing really fast. They did like a lot of quick slices.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Right
Yep.
before the first hook came in, and I thought that was perfect because they sliced it up into the pieces of, you know, the proverbial puzzle, to where it's like puzzling, and there was so much stitching and editing within that I thought it was really well narratively motivated to kind of basically say we're trying to sift through all this. So then kind of when you get to the end and everyone's kind of belting out the high notes and everything, and they're like, you know, we solved the puzzle, you do feel like the essence of that for sure. I'm definitely curious as far as like what the concept is, or if this is particularly to any bit of an album, or what the deeper story, I suppose, behind this would be, if there is something further going on with that. But they certainly seem to be a really well-oiled machine in how they mesh musically, and I'm definitely eager to check out, you know, any bit more from them.
Nah, I'm trying to look to see how many people was in here.
Looks like
7.
7.
non-member
7.
groups, because I was about to say everybody not little ass kids. 3 members, two members are about to be 30. The other members about to be 29, but they're not all here. The 2 members who are 30 are already enlisted.
Wow, so there's 2 more?
Yeah,
When did this come out?
This is like 3 months ago, but they both enlisted.
3 months ago. Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah,
okay,
but
that
the
makes
2
sense.
members that
Oh yeah, duh,
enlisted.
SF9. So
Damn, they are.
Yeah,
30.
Young Ben, November 23rd, 1993. Yeah, he enlisted.
It shows.
on
It
March
definitely shows
29th,
their age shows
2022.
in a good way. In a good way.
Great way. Yeah.
He
Nah, that's
enlisted
awesome.
too. And then the Jayoon, the boy I was talking about, he was 94. 95, yeah.
95, 96.
Okay, so that probably makes a little bit more sense. They're grown ass men.
Yeah.
As
Yeah,
far as why we said we
sure.
felt like they were a little bit more.
Youngest is 23.
Yeah, youngest person is 23 and shit. So it makes a little bit more sense. That okay,
Man's man.
yeah. This is a man's world. This is a man's world. Just playing, ladies. Like, comment, subscribe.
They love this. They love that.
Nah. This
ladies,
is
I'm
this feel grown. This
Yeah.
okay. Then that makes sense. Then and shit. That makes sense.
They got their posters on the wall.
Yeah.
We know. Okay.
But yeah, I'm good. This is fire. This definitely was a good like first listen as far as like being introduced to a new group. I feel like you got enough of everything, enough choreo, enough personality, enough of the vocals, and enough of rap line to kind of get you going and listen to some more.
They are experienced.
Yeah.
Certainly too, just even as you had said, like knowing like that they're even a part of Kingdom and everything, and how like high octane and competitive and everything that must be, and how highly anticipated it is for us to eventually get into and everything. You just can't help but feel like an aura around them even before kind of getting into as much of their music. So hearing songs like this, like even with that kind of essence around it, is something that's really engaging and intriguing for me, I would say too. And they snapped on this.
Yeah, because like you said with the whole Kingdom thing, it's like if it's like 6 groups there and 3 that are gods here, they wouldn't just be pairing any group with those groups. You know what I mean? So it's just like you would have to be special in your own right for you to already be kind of in that field with those killers. Just call them killers. Like, comment, subscribe, hashtag Redeemers. Let us know what other SF9 tracks y'all want us to react to. The live version of this will be on Patreon. Let us know if y'all want us to get into a guide. Please be patient with us. Kingdom is coming. We respect and love y'all for y'all love and support. We'll holler at y'all.
Take
Peace. Yeah, you know what I will say though, Kurt?
What's up?